Gotta learn how to say that a little bit better. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and what your position is in regards to the Shingwauk Institute.
Algoma makwa ndezne cause name doden kitaganzi bi donjuba. I'm from Garden River First Nation. I'm also a student at Shingwauk University. I also work there, and some of the things that I've been able to be a part of here is go through the journey of vision, restoring historical chief in our community, Shingwauk Coast, and his vision of educating First Nations people in a modern day society, and not forgetting who they are. So the last 3-4 years, what we've been doing is offering a curriculum based on Anishinaabe philosophy, Anishinaabe stories, Anishinaabe pedagogy, epistemology, all those kind of things. And I have to say, it's been a great journey. I mean, learning all kinds of things, like for example, our main professor there, spiritual advisor, Eddie Ben-Benet, he's been able to teach us his experiences in the American Indian movement and how it started from, you know, the housing projects in the Middle Eastern United States, and poverty, and started from the people, and and how it came to the forefront in the 70s, and just studying those kind of things where we don't really hear about in our Western curriculum and other universities. I mean, those are all opportunities that I think a lot of our young people are looking for. They want to know what we've made in contributions instead of being in a history book, the last page of a history book. So that's one of the things that we've been able to offer is we get to study our leaders, our different stories, our creation stories, and actually go through the actual the teachings that our ancestors once had, and we're forced to kind of go underground with. But now we're able to tell those stories, and that's where this rejuvenation comes from here at Shingwauk, where we're able to do that once again. So all those wonderful things, I think, strengthen our identity as Anishinaabe people, and I think that's why it identifies not only with Anishinaabe people but with all cultures, because at Shingwauk we teach your story, okay? And so that's why everyone gets it. Find your identity at Shingwauk.
Primary emphasis is on things like cultural, philosophical, Anishinaabe, Native American things.
Yeah.
There's not very many university level places where you can go where that's the emphasis. You usually find it in some little chunk like Indian studies buried down in the basement of some other big university where everything else is more important.
Yeah, that's the thing is, you know, one day hopefully we can actually get it into an actual full immersion. You know, instead of 90% English, we'd have 90% Anishinaabe and 10% English. And so that's one of the goals that we have for down the line for our future generations, is to be able to learn the language, learn in the language, and to pass on those traditions that, you know, that were so important to our people then and now to the future.
If someone was interested in getting a hold of you, either as a student or a teacher, or someone out there has a lot of money and wants to help fund the launch of this, I know it's been going on for 3 years, how do they get a hold of you?
Actually, you can visit our website, shingwauku.com or .ca, all one word. You can always go in there, and we have our email addresses there, our contact phone numbers. Even there's a donation section there for possible sponsors. So yeah, you know, that's one of the things, like all educational institutions, is the resources in terms of operating. So we don't get our operating budget. So what we've been doing is kind of relying on a lot of professional, you know, friends of Shingwauk that have been able to come in and offer their services. So that just goes to show you how much they believe in this institution. So.
Ron, thanks. Ron, thanks for joining with us today. We appreciate it.
For having me.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah.
You ever been to Indian Summer before?
My first year.
What do you enjoying yourself?
I love it. I mean, there's so many different events here. I mean, you got the whole, you know, overhead gondola thing going. I like it.
All right.
Come back.
Miigwech.
Oh, miigwech.
Indeed, Summerfest is being brought to you by the Sequoia Research Center, La Coudray Band of Lake Superior, Ojibwe, Menominee Casino and Resort, the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission, the College of Menominee Nation, La Coudray Ojibwe Schools, Taylor Woodstone of Bloomington, Minnesota, the LCO Community College, the LCO Health Center, and Native Design by Dick Mendikowski.